Oh, hey,
Hello.
Sarah.
How's it going?
Good, 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 good. I trying to figure out what weather's coming this weekend.
I know. I actually haven't looked ahead. I'm more like, okay, it's raining tonight or this
Yeah,
morning. Or-
exactly, exactly. So is it Ron that's joining us?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
very
Should
good.
be happening soon.
Cut my head
I
off.
know he was working on something today, so he's like taking time from lunch
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, said he was working for like an electrician while he's here
Oh,
in the States.
look at their
Mhm.
stateside right now.
Yeah.
And is it
Yep.
Honduras, correct?
Honduras, yeah, and Peru
Hmm.
actually.
Mm,
Both. Um,
yeah.
I think they leave for Honduras again in a few weeks, maybe even next week.
Okay. Yeah, I just read an article that I think Honduras, Latin America is the fastest growing churches in the world right now.
Yeah,
So,
I've heard that
mhm.
or previously. Honestly, they are actually sending out the most missionaries currently as well. Latin
Wow.
America. Yeah.
Wow.
I think I heard that in 2021, which I believe it. Like it's a
Hmm.
huge thing even in some of the churches I visited there. Um, Yeah, there was this one girl. She was like, "I'm going to be a missionary," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm here as a missionary! Like this is really nice."
I'm going to be a missionary. So, let's
And she
see.
went to a mission school. And
I don't know why my phone keeps zooming in. I'm trying to figure out how to take that away.
oh, zooming in on my face. You don't need to see all my face.
No, it's just zooming in. But for some reason, my phone, my camera's zooming in. I can't figure it out. It's an iPhone setting, but I'll just spin it back like this, I guess. I even keep pushing it up,
hmm
and it keeps zooming back.
Oh, oh, I
It's,
see. I see.
it's like
It's like,
it's like we will show your face whether you like it or not. I think it even follows me. Yeah.
you're right. Yeah,
Oh wait, I think it's a setting here in center
technology.
stage. Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. If I lose you, I'll jump back in here. Let's go here.
Okay, sounds good.
There we go. Looks like we're good.
Yeah. Yep, you're still here.
Okay, good. And where's my camera? There it is. We're gonna take that button off. There we go.
Oh, look at that. That's so much better.
Yes. Oh,
Are
there's
you at the
Haley. Them.
school?
Yes, it's my
Oh,
office.
you're at the ministry center. That's funny.
No, we're actually the very last one. We used to be Mackey.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, we
Just
moved in here about 3 months ago or so when he moved out.
okay, okay. Cool.
So it's a lot nicer for us.
That's right. I was there for the youth meeting in that room. I
Yeah,
forgot that building.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It works out real good for us. Nice.
All right. I know I saw that Ron joined.
Yeah, he's muted right now.
Oh, that's right. You can see everything as a host.
I
Yeah,
can.
those are
Yep.
nice. I mean,
Hey,
like I
Ron,
said, I'm like I could probably figure it out.
yeah,
But
Ron. If you can hear us, your microphone is muted.
you probably can.
Yes, it is. Okay, now
There
can
we
you hear
go.
me?
Oh,
Yeah.
and there's the video too.
What
Yes.
do you know?
Well,
Miracle,
hello.
actually, for me to get this thing up and going.
Yeah, I had to create an account too. I thought already had an account, but apparently I didn't.
I
So
think Annette has an account, but she's just took off down the road. So I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and that's kind of the tech savvy one. No offense, Ron.
Yeah, my daughter said, "Dad, you're a dinosaur." She says, "Like what,
Daughter said that.
Shelly?
Oh, that's funny.
Don't you know that you can't do 3 minute videos anymore? They got to be 30 seconds, or people won't look at. Okay. All right. So how do I do this?
He's like, how do I talk slower?
Anyway,
I feel like it's a little different in the missions world or the ministry world because, like, if you're talking about things of God, it's different. But that might just be my opinion.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, well,
Anyway,
good to
well,
see you.
you
Oop.
see me.
No, I'm putting my thing in a mount here and messing with the volume. Let me see if I can get this right. Oh no, are you guys still there?
Yeah. Yeah. We're still here.
I did something I shouldn't have done. Zoom. Ah,
There you are.
back. Okay. How is everybody?
Good. Ron, my name's Tim. I'm pastor here at the Life Center. It's certainly a privilege to meet you today.
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry, I was gonna do
likewise.
introductions and then I muted myself accidentally, and so I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, Pastor Tim, this is Ron Thiesen. Ron Thiesen, this is Pastor Tim Minks of the Life Center. You've been a pastor for what, 20 years?
Yeah, about 20 years now. Goes
About
That's
20
fast.
years.
awesome.
Okay. You're in
Yeah.
Terre Haute, Indiana.
Yeah.
Ron
Great.
and Annette have been missionaries for 40 years, 30, 40 years?
43 years.
43 years, yeah. Between
43 years.
the Amazons in Peru and Honduras. So,
Yep.
and yeah, Tim, you know Linda Webster, right? That's right.
Yes.
We were talking about
Yeah.
that the other day. Yeah, that's how I met them. Linda Webster took me to Honduras for a week trip, and that's how I met them. And the rest is history.
This
Yeah.
is history. Yeah.
Yeah.
History is still going on. Yep.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We're making history right now.
We're making history. Yes.
Mm. Yeah.
So pleased to meet you, Pastor Tim.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how did you become a missionary?
Well, I was born in Peru to Wycliffe Bible translator parents. So they were there for since 1951 and did a translation for Wycliffe, the
Hmm.
Bora, the Bora translation in the jungle. So I was there when I was born. They were there when I was born. That made me a Peruvian and a U.S. citizen. And so I watched mom and dad and saw their frustrations and their satisfactions and all that they did. And it was like, I I want to do something like this. I wanted to come back to Peru and serve in some way in Peru. So
Hmm.
that was my thing when we went. I went through college. I went through Oral Roberts University, and from a missions trip at ORU, I met my wife Annette. She wasn't my wife yet. I met her at an orphanage in Mexico, Guadalupe, Mexico, across the border from Guade, down the border from El Paso a little bit. And I met her on a mission trip that we went from ORU, and lo and behold, we got married,
Hmm.
and she went with me right away to Peru. On our honeymoon, my mom and dad had finished and gotten printed the New Testament in Bora,
Hmm.
and we went down there right after our wedding to participate in the ceremonies and whatnot, the distribution of the New Testament to the Boras and whatnot. So that was where we got started in Peru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I have a high respect for Wycliffe missionaries. One of my best friends worked for it's Wycliffe, but there is a organization I can't remember the name of it that is um, part
Wycliffe
of what.
Associates.
No, I can't think of the actual name, but he basically was in charge of the financing of the translators in Chad, Africa. And
Hmm.
Okay.
he told some stories. Those translators get in it, they listen over and over and over to the native language, and then they something clicks, and he said they'll be up for days, just working and translating. They got to do it. Why it clicks.
Well,
and
the
he said,
inspiration is there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He said they just, and then he said they would just disappear for days because it's so intense when it clicks and you're working on it. He said they just would just disappear. But he said he's seen more fruit from just the Wycliffe Bible translators just reaching people in their native tongue than most missionaries could do in a lifetime. So uh, I have
Right.
a
Right.
high respect, high regard for what the work that they do.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. And I grew up in the middle of all of that.
Hmm.
In
Hmm.
Peru, there was a missions base. Um, all of the translators that were working for the jungles regions of Peru were based out of there. They would go to their villages, come back, and all that. And then they had a bunch of um, support personnel,
Hmm.
mechanics, and people who kept the vehicles running for all kinds of people that just ran all the services that the missionaries needed.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, I grew up there. We had a school. So I went to the school and I was in boarding school about 12 months. I mean, not six, not 12, 6 months, 3 months at a different time. Summertime, we went to the village, and then we would come back to school in August. And then 3 months, mom and dad would come in for 3 months for Christmas. They would go back out, and then we would be in the children's home again from like March through May, and then we would fly out again to the village. So I spent much of my life in that mode,
Hmm.
most
Wow.
of it, you might say. Yeah, so I grew to have a great love for the river people, the natives out there that live along the rivers and whatnot. And
Hmm.
that's kind of where our missions focus is in Peru at this point. Um, we've done different things. As you know, missionary gets started and they start here, they start there, but God leads them to the final place that they may not even be final, but it's like, the next place that he wants you to be. So we went back to Peru. Well, after being out in the village for the dedication of the New Testament, we went to the base and spent some time serving there with the Wycliffe needs there. And then at that point, we were looking to work there, but God had a different plan.
Hmm.
And we went on down the lake to visit another discipleship technical school. We started there actually in 1883, 1983, after we were married and down. Anyway, about then. So we served there for 5 years, then we went to the US, got a little bit of upgrading on, at Victory Christian Center, and then we went back, but back to Iquitos in
Hmm.
the northeastern part right on the Amazon. And so we started getting involved there, and God led us to start our own church. He provided this awesome river launch that a missions association provided for us at that point. Long story, the connection and everything there, but we operated that for like 14, 15 years up and down the Amazon, the Napo River, the other rivers, evangelizing and planting churches in the area. So we do a lot of leadership training, and that is kind of like our big challenge right now is to figure out how to do good discipleship with these leaders from the different communities because of the logistics.
Hmm.
A lot of them don't have telephones that you can get to on a regular basis, not even that. Some do. Some have internet access, the schools at certain hours of the afternoon or something. Uh, some are, yeah, it's really difficult. We can put packages on one of the line boats and it takes them several days to get up there and drop off at then somebody's got to come by, pick up the package, get it to the designated addressee and all that. And it does work, but it makes it long and difficult, kind of a
Yeah.
challenge there.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
just now we kind of have a kind of a challenge ahead of us this next time down. We're going down in December to see what we might do with Starlink and getting people
Yeah.
set up better.
Oh, oh, that's
And
cool.
so that's that. Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. We're gonna get one, test one out, look at all the different factors involved. If they have electricity in their town, what times a day.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have a generator, maybe we can get them one, etc.
Yeah.
Their phones, they're not in the big city where they can get prepay. They do prepay, and so they have to go to the bigger city to get the card to put on their phone. So they actually have a signal. And anyway, there's a whole bunch of factors you get to kind of figure out and see what our best option will be.
Mm.
Anyway,
And you're going to Honduras when you go back?
we're going on the 10th to Honduras to
Okay.
receive a team coming into Honduras.
Uh,
And this team is gonna do medical brigades, help the local people out, do medical brigades, feeding brigade where we package up some food, take it from village to the different houses in the village and pray for them and whatnot, minister to them, give them a little food. And then we do our graduation for our kids. We got the last two of our first bunch of kids that are graduating this time. And Christmas in Honduras with the kids. We got like 90 people we give gifts to there. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of a challenge. But have you been there, Sarah, during our Christmas?
I have not yet.
Not. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the kids, their expressions, actually getting a gift. A lot of these kids that we have in the school have never had a gift even.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas was an unheard of thing for them because they didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we get to do that.
Yeah.
wow.
So
So
Yeah. So
many of,
yeah,
go
Tim,
ahead.
there's the orphanage that I went to first with Linda Webster. That's in Honduras. I
Okay.
haven't actually been back since that internship. I was like a 3-month internship. And then in Peru, that's where Ron's talking about going up the Amazon and well, they had a boat at one point, but I don't know. You guys have like what, 40 churches and that
60 churches that we started during those years. And they need a
yeah,
lot of help. So,
that's
we
what
need
I
to
thought. It's
get
just
this other thing
and
going. Yeah. So,
they're going to constantly. But
yeah, it
you had
keeps us busy.
yeah, it does. You had a
So,
question?
yeah. So the 60 churches, are those planted in Honduras or Peru or a little bit of mixture of both?
Those are in Peru.
Okay.
During that time, we had the boat. We did a lot of evangelism. We had teams coming down at that time. We're the AFCM, Association of Faith Churches and Ministries, is a ministry out of Minnesota, and we connected on his trips down there, and we connected. I helped him on a trip upriver, and I had to float all night down the Amazon to get the boat back because we didn't have enough gas. So I floated all night long, motored in the last little bit, and got gas and picked him up from the other direction. And Jim was talking about it. Jim Caseman was talking about it, and he said, we can help. We can help get a better mode of transportation for the Amazon. So that's how the boat came up. And so that association sent teams on a regular basis, and we did drama ministry. The kids, our youth, their youth, lots of drama ministry, lots of video evangelism, and we evangelized in like 120 of the villages out there. Raised up 60 churches. We still do them actually. A seminar in an area. When we got done evangelizing, we tell we'll be back here on this date in this village that's kind of centrally located with several of the villages, and we
Mhm.
would do training. So those who started coming, we would train them different series of courses that we have for them. We would keep doing it every 3 months there, and then after a while, those who rose to the surface, those who kept coming, those who were more interested, those who were growing, we asked them to start a small group in that village, their village. And we would support that. We would go back to that village and evangelize again and, strengthen that body and whatnot. So that's how we raise up the churches basically.
Mhm.
along, especially the Napo River, but we have churches on the Amazon itself. We have them up on a couple other rivers also. So anyway, in Honduras, Annette's my wife's mother and father went down after they retired from their work in the US at 65. They went down to Honduras and they started a children's home at 65. And yeah, that's
Talk
like
about a retirement plan.
that's quite the retirement plan. That's right. I guess they didn't retire. They just changed places. But they were
Mm-hmm.
there, they called on us to come and take over when they got to be re-retirement age, about, 80. And so we were like, we got a lot to do here in Peru. How can we do that? Long story short, though, we decided it took about 5 years going and visiting, coming back and working on our ministry so we could leave it less dependent upon us in Iquitos. And came a time when we said, yeah, I guess we can go. And we were like, I'm glad we did, because if we hadn't been convinced that it was God's will for us to go, uh, might not have wanted to stay, or right. When we realized what we had to do there, we had to format everything. We had to rebuild a lot of things. My mother and father had done a great job in purchasing the properties, getting it started, doing the paperwork with the government and stuff, getting the first batch of kids. But they didn't really speak Spanish very well, and so there were a lot of things flying over their heads in the Spanish. The kids had, that's a whole nother book, but it's like the kids were pretty wild. The school was not helping out. Um, so we had to do a lot of work with that. We had legal issues from the get-go when we got there, so it was a lot of work. To many mornings I would wake up in the morning and say, Lord, we didn't mess this up. Why do we have to fix it? But because we knew that we had taken it long enough to know that really God did want us to go, we said, okay, we're here now, show us what to do, pretty much. So it's like he did. And now everything's going great.
Mm.
That's a big,
Mhm.
big story. It was crazy, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
going well now.
that's amazing that how many churches that were planted, and so has your strategy just way I understand you talking small group turned into a church. Is that the kind of the church planting other than the orphanages are as well?
Right. The church planting, that was we had worked for part of our time in Iquitos. We had worked with another pastor teaching in a Bible school there locally. We loved the teaching
Hmm.
and the kids, but usually it was the kids. And many times it wasn't the people who actually would have been more stable or better in the community, because mom and dad couldn't come. They have a whole raft of kids. The father couldn't come and leave the mom and the kids by herself for a few months at a time at Bible school. So they didn't. They sent one of the kids, one of the youth,
Mm.
and that was in theory it's okay, but we just really felt like the Lord showing us that this is not the best way. We need to go to them, to where we can
Mhm.
get the people that are already established there, have a family already, and so they're not hunting, looking around like all the youth were when we were with the youth.
Mhm.
We had so many issues with that. The young guy getting with the young gal in the village that they went to preach and to raise up the village. It's a mama's dream to have her daughter married to somebody who can take her off to the big city, like these young men and whatnot. And then you don't have anybody for the village. It's better to get them
Right.
right there. So that's what we did. That was our theory on that, and or the leading of the
Mhm.
Lord. And then doing the seminar, we'd go and evangelizing, and then doing the seminars in an area that they could get to. Um, Made it easy for those who had accepted Christ to come and get filled and begin to get a vision, go. So that was our church planting model.
Mm, excellent. Excellent. So, well, Ron, as far as partnership goes, what is your biggest needs right now? Is it the Starlink project, or is it housing, or I mean, it could be all of the above. But what is the like the on the on the burner you got to take care of first? Is it the leadership training, the Starlink thing, orphanage, school?
Um, if you have a little bit of time, I'd like to tell you just a little bit of the story, our story.
Yeah.
Um, a couple of, put it like this, we started out in Peru, we lived in Peru
Mhm.
because we didn't have New Life that we also had to raise funds for and whatnot. So we had a base of support partners that helped us, and we did a lot for a lot of years in Peru. Then in 2011, Annette's mom and dad called on us. We answered, and we went to Honduras, dividing our time between the two. So we had a lot. We couldn't really leave a whole much in Honduras because they were wild and crazy. But we would go back at least once a year to Peru to encourage the leaders in meetings that we have upriver and whatnot. We still do that. And then we were running back and forth. So we have to come to the US, and we had to be at family's extra bedroom or something like that as we got ready to go get our car going so we could travel from church to church and whatnot for New Life, as well as for the ministry in Peru. So that's been a real challenge for us. It's been like, and we came back from Honduras realizing one day that I had a high blood pressure problem that day anyway. The doctor discovered that I had kidney issues. Immediately into the hospital, like this 2022, I believe.
Mm,
20, yeah, wasn't that right, Sarah?
think so.
Anyway, for a week in there. And so, long story short, we went through that. God has taken care of me. I'm doing well. We've been back and forth bunches of times again. But
You
during that time, one of the things that we did was we finally decided that we needed to have a home in the US to come to, a place
Hmm.
to park our car that we could come to when we came back and then go from there and not be on somebody else's porch all the time. Anyway, so we got into a house and we're working on that. So all that to say that one of our needs right now is um, monthly support to get up to where we can handle all this, and we're getting really close.
Hmm.
God is good, and
Amen.
we've had to work this. But like I say, God is good. We had a big payoff, so we have a bunch of stuff taken care of, and my medical bills are almost paid off,
Mm,
and I'm excited about that. And yeah, we're getting really close. We just need a few more monthly supporters. So
Hmm.
that's the rationale, I guess you would say, for that need. Um, and then right now, as we go, we need some to work on this project for the Skylink. See if we can get this organized this time. That's what our plan is. Our lives are so complicated. We've been pushing also for Christmas for the kids, and we're getting up there. God is providing little by little. Our staff have um, a bonus month twice a year. One is at Christmas time, one's in June. We did the June one, and here we have the December one. So that's a need we have for finances and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
So
can
it's
imagine,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
There's all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff going on, and
Hmm. No, it's amazing. I'm really enjoying this, and the orphanages that you're also planting and church planting seems like this discipleship happens not just in the orphanages, but you're training and raising up leaders, which I mean it's just a great way to do it is have those that are there and that are native to learn how to evangelize and those things. And so the Starlink project is going to help on the discipleship of the leadership. Is that correct?
Of the leadership in Peru
Okay.
specifically. Um, yeah, I mean, we're going to just figure it all out this time because we're getting together on the 12th of January
Hmm.
upriver, and Sarah's been there a time or two,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and it's an awesome meeting. That people love it, and we're going to have a lot of them there, not all, because we have some others on other rivers, but we have 300 or 400 people there usually,
Mm.
and we minister to them. So we're going to make that an effort then to get a better idea how to do that, and then how to put together the project. We need this many Starlinks to get going. We need this much in monthly payments for that Starlink to keep going and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a neat thing to see out in Brio Nuevo, the village that my mom and dad spent we spent our lives in. They now have Starlink out there. There's
Oh
two
wow.
two of them out there. So we were able to. There's a little hotel that the community leader put together, and we were able to stay there when we went a couple times here recently.
In the board of
And
it?
he would start up his generator early evening, and then we would do our internet and whatnot, and get caught up with the Starlink right
Wow.
there. So it's like it works. It's cool, and they provide them in Iquitos itself. We don't have
Wow.
to bring them in, import them, or any of that kind of stuff. They they make contracts for that right there.
Mm.
So, that's not going to be the problem. The issue may be funding them and then getting, all those things worked out. But
That's
I'm looking
awesome.
forward to it, having hope because, we were just there. We were just there at a meeting with the leaders in September. And I was going to try to do discipleship with packets sending out. We write booklets and send them out because not having great electricity, we can't hardly do videos until we get something we can do from home base or in the US. When we're here or we're in Honduras, we could do YouTubes or whatever or WhatsApp, and if they can receive it, then we can do continual training and not
Mm-hmm.
have all those big lapses. And so that's what we're looking at, Lord
Yeah.
willing.
Yeah.
So
And then above the partnership, I know that Sarah comes on some missions, some scheduled organized missions trips. Do you have any needs in we do it threefold. It's go, send, give. And so in the sending part, do you ever have short-term mission needs for someone to come and serve?
yes, very much so. Usually we put out kind of a promotional thing to encourage churches that we have connection with
Hmm.
to, set up a date for June, July. It's usually when we can get the youth to come and whatnot. And
Hmm.
we do in Honduras, we do the medical and feeding brigades. We do teaching the kids. We also have building projects. We had a team this last summer. When was it? Yeah, it was in summertime that we had a team come down and we finished one of our buildings. We got another one online to do here soon, and
Hmm.
a bunch of stuff like that. There's always stuff to do,
Okay.
and it works both ways. We understand it to be a thing where the team comes and blesses us, finances and ministry to our kids and whatnot. But we feel like it's a 50-50, having the team comes really opens things up to people's hearts that haven't seen that, haven't been on a missions field, and will
Hmm.
change the trajectory of their life. It can change a lot of things. And that's how we've gotten people connected with our children to sponsor them, come down, fall
Hmm.
in love with a kid, and then they spend the next 10, 20 years helping them out. And it's been good. It's been real good.
Yeah.
So those are the kinds of things. We do teams in Iquitos.
Yeah.
It's a little different there, like maybe for a meeting, come and preach the meeting, and we
Mhm.
can do evangelism. We have taken a small team out on the river, visited several churches out on the river, stuff like that. We don't have the big boat anymore, so unfortunately we can't do that one, but yeah.
Like it was huge. I saw pictures. You Ron, this is like normal life to you, but for somebody completely out of it, like the grid for it is like zero. Like, like Pastor Tim, I don't know if I told you this coming back last time, but like the Amazon, that's how wide it is. And so when you're talking about boats, you're talking about like not Titanic, that's way too big, but like it's a smaller version of that. Just like because
Yeah.
I like we just don't have anything like that around here.
We
Mhm.
could
And then
we
like I
could
feel like
sleep. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no,
We
it's
can
okay.
sleep 20, we can sleep 24, 26 people in beds on that boat we had. And that was
Wow.
awesome.
I wish they still had the boat. I would totally do it.
Yeah.
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 I wish we did too, to tell you the truth. But in 2008, we had a situation where the mission that was helping us with finances monthly couldn't anymore. 2008, it was a downturn of the economy. It's pretty serious, and nobody was coming anymore. So we couldn't afford the gas. And then we had all kinds of issues with, they caught up to our captain was part of our church, and they said he couldn't be captain anymore for us. So then we had to hire a captain, and there's plenty around to go with the crew. So to hire the whole crew, and then if you go with a crew that's a non-believing crew, it kind of brought on some distrust things, I suppose, leaving them on the boat and whatnot with our young ladies and young men and all that kind of stuff. And you don't just leave them there to have issues, maybe. And so we had to change the way we did things a lot of ways. And then I had to let go a lot of crew and this and that. Finally, I had to let go of my mechanic. That was a sad season. But then we had to keep on a couple of guards to protect the boat, even though it wasn't being used. And so finally, we just made a difficult decision to sell it to some other missionaries there.
Yeah.
But everything is seasons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it does. It at least makes for good stories, right?
It makes for great stories. Believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ron, we would love to partner with you and start a relationship. And whenever you're back in the United States on furlough, we'd love to invite you over to speak to our church and also to, you know, hang out with us for a little bit and show you around town here. But how do we? Is there a link or something, a giving link, or what's the best way for us to support you financially?
um, for New Life, we do not receive any from New Life. And we serve the Lord, so we're not out, but we do that really voluntarily on what we have through our income that we've had for years.
Hmm.
And so to send to New Life, none will get to us. To send to AFCM International, I can get you those links. As a matter of fact, if you write this down, you'll get all our information.
Okay.
Thiessen, ThiesenAdventures.com.
I'm gonna type it in the text stream, I think, too.
Okay.
ThiesenAdventures.com. And that's our website. And we
Okay.
have a bunch of stuff there. We have phone numbers and emails. We have there's a link for giving to AFCM, and there are links on the Honduras part of the website that link to the giving, actually link to the New Life website. So there's a New Life website, and then you go to the donate button on the New Life website and takes you right to the donation area. And so
Yeah, I just
for
sent
now, I'm
your
sorry.
website into your
There it
chat.
is. Yeah. Yeah. It'll give you a
Sorry,
bunch
I
of
sent your
insights.
web.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of a work in progress. We had another one for New Life that I was just never able to update it. And so I built this one. Actually, I had help building this one on Squarespace, one that's really easy to use. And we are working on one for New Life, the children's
Oh wow.
home. Um, and it's over with the board, and they're trying to get the donation link set up for that one. Or transfer, however they do it from the other website, the old website, transferring the new one to
Mhm.
that domain, and they'll work from there. So they're kind of in that process,
Yeah.
but
I
that'll
think someone,
change after a while.
yeah, someone's just hacked into our call right now. Do you recognize her?
Did Annette hack in? She's not there, right?
Do you see her? She's
I
on
don't.
mute right now. I don't know if she can
Yeah.
hear us or not.
Okay,
There you
there
go.
we go. We're on mute
Oh,
now. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
hey,
Sorry. We're traveling to Texas, so
No problem.
never
I
thought
bet
I'd see
Anna's
you
in the
while you
car
were
with you.
driving.
Hi, Anna.
Yeah, Anna, our daughter's with her, and our granddaughter, one of
Hi.
them.
she's in the back seat.
Is that Eva? Or is that?
See, remember
Yes.
Sarah?
Hi.
Oh, Annette, this is Pastor Tim Minks.
Hello,
Yeah.
Pastor.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, so I think I have Ron, I think I figured it out in terms of the link that you told me for giving. And so we would love, I was telling I called Sarah Cheryl. I was telling Sarah that we're looking for missionaries right now. One of our missionaries that we're giving, we had some problems getting money to them in the Philippines for some reason, but
Mhm.
this is much easier for us to do. So I will present this this month, and we'd love to start partnering with you. And we'll start on the giving level, and then if you once you have needs, as like I said, needs maybe June, July for a missions trip that you guys have a need that we could serve alongside you, that's something we would love to partner with as well. I was telling Sarah that I just read our denomination's Foursquare. I just read an article that Latin America is the fastest growing churches in the world right now. So it's a hotbed right now. So but I'm guessing there's a lot of hunger there. Usually that's a good sign of it.
There's a lot of hunger, there's a lot of need, so that
Yeah,
drives a lot of that. It helps,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I really
So
appreciate that so much. If you will send me your email, one that you would like to use, we send out stuff all the time for both New Life and for Peru, and
Okay,
we could put
yeah.
you on that list, and you be updated with what we're going, what we're doing, what's happening, what
Hmm.
our future needs, and this and that.
Okay,
That's how
yeah.
we do that. So
so just
it'd
Perfect.
be awesome.
real quick, let me intervene here or jump in here. I'm not sure what you've already talked about, but we will be in Peru in May. And if you
May.
wanted to, like even that first week of June, if there's any anything like you'd like to come and check out Peru and
Mhm.
do a river trip or something like that, we would be open for that. And then um, we could just start our Honduras New Life teams about the mid-June into July. So if that was a possibility, just kind of wanted to throw that out there that we will be in Peru in May.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then depending on what your needs are too, I want us to be a blessing to you as well. So if you have a building project, we can send people that have that skill trade. I have I'm the IT guy here, so I can help out with anything you would need on the Starlink side. But
Yeah,
whatever your needs are, yeah.
help out the dinosaur here.
Well, it's I say
Old
technology
school
is moving fast,
girls.
that's for sure.
It is moving fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I could bring
Yeah.
Elon
No,
with me.
there you go.
Oh,
That would be
whatever.
perfect.
Whatever.
I just got to get it. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Uh,
No, that
well,
would
it's
be, Pastor, that would be so awesome. I'm so blessed to have had this conversation, to hear that, and God is good. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
God is good, and appreciate that. Look forward to the opportunity to get to know you and your church and more about that and
Yeah.
all of that. So we will definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah,
You'll
for
probably know
sure.
more about us than we will about you before we get there, but that'll be our chance to get to know you guys better there
If Sarah has anything to do
when
with
we
it.
go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's so true. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's nothing like meeting you guys in person.
Well, she's
Oh,
seen
that's
both sides of us. She's lived with us. She's
yeah, that's
familied with us. She's
Yep.
traveled with us. She's
Yep.
done river with us. She's done kids with us. Yeah, she's done a lot with us.
I have.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you must be great people because she's still around.
Hey, she still loves us. Hey, that's
You still love, yeah.
either she
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
a lot of grace, which I'm sure she does, or she's just the right kind of person that likes our humor.
Yeah, that too. It's really fun. Yeah. There's things that happen on the mission field that just yeah.
Yeah, Sarah
Makes
has been
sense.
a lot of fun to have as a partner and a friend and helping us out in a lot of ways. So
She
Sarah,
has.
you're welcome anytime.
Yeah, she was excited, I know, when she was going, excited and nervous to see how well her Spanish training was doing.
It helped a lot more than in Honduras for sure, but it's still rusty.
Yeah.
But
Well, good. Well, I appreciate you taking time. I'm just so impressed with how God has used you in planting churches and orphanages and just saying yes to the challenges ahead. I know we've done just a little bit of a challenge here lately here at our church
a
with
little.
planting a Christian school, and it's I used to have a lot more hair, but now they have
Hair,
taken it all. But
hair
but
today,
So,
gone tomorrow.
so
yeah,
my daughter here, her and her husband, they have 4 campuses of a Christian school in Iquitos in Peru. So I mean, yeah, they for sure know what that's like.
yeah, that's a lot of plates to juggle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, her husband juggles a lot, that's for sure.
yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. And again, I will send you, Ron, or in that same group text, I'll send you our information to get the newsletters out as well. And then when we're ready to, which will probably start this month, to give our first gift, I want to make sure that you receive it. I'll reach out to you as well. And then you guys are leaving on the 10th, I think. And are you coming back soon? Or are you going to be there for a while? Or
March 10th.
oh, March 10th.
We're
Okay.
gonna be gone
Okay.
3 months. We're going to Honduras first, and then from Honduras we're flying to Lima and then out to the jungles. We'll be
Okay.
there for these 2 events that we're gonna do, and a little
Mhm.
bit of time and some physical labor on the campus there. A friend coming down from Tennessee gonna help me some, couple weeks. And then we fly from there back to Honduras, back to Tegucigalpa. We'll be there for almost a month. We do our paperwork for Annette's visa, mine. In February, we do our end of the year paperwork, all that kind of stuff, balance sheets and everything that we have to do for there. It has to be done by the end of the thing, our meeting with the board of directors, et cetera. So, and possibly a team from one of our churches is coming down. So
Mhm.
we're going to be busy, but we'll be gone
Yeah.
for 3 months. We have a home here, but we have somebody who takes care of it while we're gone. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, good.
God is good,
Well,
right?
good. Amen. And
He always has
well,
been.
well, it's sure great to meet you, Sarah. Thank you for the invitation to
Oh,
meet both Ron
absolutely.
and Annette. It'll be easy to remember Annette, and it's my sister's middle name. My mom used to
Oh,
yell that
okay.
from across the room.
All right.
Funny.
There you
So,
go.
but well,
Yes. We
it's
look
been a
forward
blessing, and
to.
I will I'll send out the email for you, and then we'll make sure that we stay connected as well.
Yeah. And then
Awesome.
set up
Awesome.
a time for you guys to come visit Indiana.
Alrighty.
Yep. We
Okay.
sure will.
Well, nice to
Thank
meet
you,
you. I'm glad I
Pastor,
got on the
for.
call.
Yeah.
Nice
Me
to meet
too.
you.
It's
Yeah,
good
I'm
to
glad
see
you
you
did
guys.
too, baby.
All
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Well,
We'll see you, Sarah,
Alrighty.
anytime.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
bye.
All right, love you guys.
Blessings. Yes.
Bye.
Love you
Bye
too.
bye.